Yo, guys, how's it going? Welcome to another stream. How's it going? Good to see everyone here. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, guys, let's see who's here. Drop a comment if you're just tuning in. Yo, how's it going, Kyle? Mohammed, how's it going, mate? Garner, Abdul, welcome. Kev, Chris, Jus, Emil. Everyone's here. Welcome. Hey, Joe. Yeah, how's it going? Good to see you. Messer, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. So, guys, what I'm looking at on gold now, after this big push down in London and in Asia, gold actually started to give a little pullback now. So what I'm watching on the 15-minute is this range currently. I'm watching this range currently on gold. You can see reasons for watching this range is because I've got recent resistance here, okay? I don't want to be looking for buys until I close above this level, because this is where price could reverse, okay? If I start looking for buys, let's say that I start looking for buys at this level, what could price do? Price could come into this level, take me in, and reverse and take me out. So if I want to be looking for buys on gold, I want to be looking for buys only above this range here, or this level here, okay? So that's what I'm looking at for buys above. It's this level here at 39.28, okay? If I do get closes above this range, I'm going to be looking to take out these highs here on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, that is the overall target for gold for buys. So the main thing that I'm watching is if gold can close above this level here, I'm going to be looking for it to come and take out these highs here and these highs here to the left. So there's quite good targets into them highs, okay? In terms of sells, the only level that I've really got for sells right now is this structure level here at 39.10. Okay, you can see that price has reacted from it a few times now. Okay, you can see that price has come into it here, acting as support, pushing away. Acting as resistance here, pushing away. Okay, again, why do I not want to sell until I close below this level? Well, if I start looking for sells, let's say that I start looking for sells now because I see some bearish candles. If I start looking for sells here, what could happen at this level? Well, I could look for sells too early within the range. Price could come into this level and then come and take me out. I don't want to get chopped in a range. I want to simply wait for the clean breakouts of the range and trade into my targets. So if I do get a break below here, I'm going to be looking to take out some of these lows to the downside, mainly these lows that got created in London. Can you see these lows here? They are the watch and they are the targets, and that is the range. Simple as that. Simple range here, simple targets, breakouts. Half risk smashed it, did it? What are you saying, Naz? How's it going? Long time no see, Messer, legend. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it did. Half risk on fire. Wow, good knowledge. Yeah, nice one, man. If you got any questions, guys, get it in the comments. Let me know if you got any questions. Good to see you all here, though, guys. Like I say, drop a like on the video. Smash a like. If you've not already, drop a follow, drop a subscribe, and welcome to the stream. Well done for the payouts. Really good money. Cheers, bro. Appreciate it. Yo, Harry. Good to see you, man. Yeah, so basically, if I'm looking for entries around the range, it'll be here and here. So if I'm looking for entries within the range, which would be a half risk entry, I'd be looking for price to come into the level, reject the level, and then I'd be looking to buy away from it. Or if it came into here, I'd be looking to sell within the range at half risk. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Andy, how are you, man? Good to see you. Welcome. How come you don't look for liquidity sweeps and breaker structure? Because I don't need to, mate. I trade range. I keep my trading very simple. I trade into liquidity. And I trade into liquidity before most people even think about entering. A lot of traders wait for liquidity to get taken, like all the way down here, and then they start looking for buys. But there's nothing to say that this just can't continue in pushing down, and then you've just missed this huge move because you've tried catching a reversal after it takes liquidity. For me, I like to trade into the liquidity. So I'll take profit into the liquidity. If it does start reversing, I'll take profits away. So I'm happy to trade into and away from the liquidity. I'm not attached to one side of the market. Yeah, I'm not attached to just one side of the market here. You taking anything today? No, nothing today, Naz. I took a little trade last night, late US session, that actually passed me, well, got me ready for another 7k payout, which it wasn't a huge trade. It was like a few $100s. But yeah, I'm ready for another 7k payout now. What about you, Naz? Have you taken anything? There'll be like 21k in payouts, guys, in like 3 months. What would you be taking? Just the one contract? Yeah, Chris, it depends, mate. It depends what entry I get. If I get a full risk entry, it'd be different risk to a half risk entry. How do I find my ranges? My ranges are just recent support and resistance, mate. Can you see? Recent resistance, recent support. Yeah. That's it. Any tips for... Any tips on learning to trade? If you want to get started, you've got like baby pips. Have a look at my YouTube, have a look at my TikTok. There's some good videos on there that you can get started with. I've got some good short, some long-term videos as well, like long-term content, longer-term content videos, so longer-form content videos, should I say. Hit break even. Don't be fuming, mate. Don't act on your emotions. Just wait for the next trade. That's all you can do. What prop firm? I'll put it here, guys. Oh, sorry, one sec. That's the prop firm that I use, guys, okay? That's the prop firm that I use. Guys, if you're on the TikTok here, head over to Joe Trades on YouTube and watch the full screen, okay? And there's a chat there as well. Nice one, bro. Does that mean after this payout? Yes, I will be, Naz. I am. I'll be going to live. I'll be moving to live with Top One. I'll be a fully live trader with a prop firm. Not bad. I mean, if it closes below here, I'm happy for sells. I'd want a closure below this level, though. Yeah, I'd want a closure below there. Yeah, guys, if you're new to the stream, make sure you drop a follow, subscribe, wherever you're tuning in from. Drop a follow on this account, okay? This is my only account, so make sure you're following and subscribing to this account, and you can tune into every live every single day as well. Cheers for the likes as well, I appreciate it. I don't know if it's like a different process to move in live, so is it something I need to record? I don't know. I think it's just taking another payout. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but gold's looking like it's going to break to the downside here on the 15. See if this 15 can close below. Yeah, decent break below here. I'm going to be looking for sells. So I'm going to get a closure below this level here that I've got marked out. I'm going to be looking for sells down. What's the live account? It's just anytime payouts, Andy. So instead of taking payouts when I hit like 5% profit target, and there's no consistency rule, there's no profit target, and it's anytime payouts. If I make if I make, say, $500 on the day, I can withdraw it all. Yeah, it's like I can withdraw the full amount. How come you don't use the 5? I don't use the 5, Sean, because it's a lot of noise. I only use the 5 for confirmation entries, mate. Yeah, I only use 5 minute for a confirmation entry. SSB, head over to my YouTube. I've just put it in the chat there, mate. I'll put it in again, guys. That's the prop firm I use. Yeah, head over to my YouTube. It's in the chat now. No, I get the instant ones. I get the instant accounts. Yeah, Levi, I get the Livy, sorry. I get the instant account. Yeah, price is just at this level now. I just need to stay patient and wait. You know, there's like 7 minutes until this candle closes. Yo, Roy, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Yeah, there's a consistency rule until you turn live. I'm on my 6th payout, so I'm going live. Well, I'm on 3 payouts across 2 accounts, so I'm turning live soon. So there'll be no consistency rule and no profit target for me. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for shorts, but like I said, you need to understand that there is some structure, that there is a lot in the way of shorts. You know, gold could push further down, but, you know, there's some structure here too. So I'm going to see how this candle closes. How do I decide where to put my stop loss? The stop loss for me, when I get a valid entry, the stop loss for me goes on the candle flip. So when I get a candle flip entry, it goes on the lower the high of that candle. Okay? Yeah, if it closes below, I'll be looking for sells here. You know, hourly's about to close as well. Hourly, 30, and the 15. Yeah, let's see what gold does. Let's see what gold does. I've never used them, Gone. I've never used Take Profit Trader. Sean, do you mean on my live when I turn live, or do you mean now? Yeah, 150Ks. Yeah, 150Ks. Nice, LM. Good work, man. Sean, I don't know what you mean, man, because I don't use them prop firms that you're using. Yeah, I don't use them prop firms that you're using. I just use instant accounts with Top 1. Like I say, guys, if you head over to my YouTube, Joe Trades, you'll be able to see the prop firm. I've put it in the chat. Okay? If anyone's got any questions as well, guys, put it in the comments. Give us an entry, Goldie. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if this is going to... Because the thing is as well, guys, if this reacts from this level, I can be looking for buys too. I'm happy to look for buys. I'm happy to look for buys if it can close bullish. You know, if not the 15, the next 15. Yeah, let's see what Goldie's going to do here. So, equity, I've never used them. I've never used them. I only use futures prop firms. Like I say, I analyze the spot chart, but I only use futures prop firms because they are the best. They are literally the best. Do you use the 15 time frame for your trades? Yes, I use the 15 and 30 mainly. 15 and 30. 39.28. Yeah, my targets are these for sells. Yeah, I like these lows here to get taken. I don't trade fair value gaps. I keep my trading very, very simple. I don't overcomplicate my trading. Yeah, Josie, how's it going? So yeah, gold's at this level now. So, I mean, if it can break below, I'd be happy to take sells, but I know it's got like 2 minutes until closure. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. Good to see you all here. Any questions, let me know. Like always, guys, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a follow wherever you're tuning in from. And any questions, let me know, okay? Gold, I think gold could potentially start pushing further down on the next hourly. The 4-hour close as well is in 2 minutes. So, I'll see how this closure... in 1 minute, 2 minutes, okay? Have you taken a trade? Not just yet, mate. Not just yet. No. I took a little trade late last night. Just to get me over the line for another payout. Or another couple of 2 payouts, so... I'll be taking that at some point today. Yeah, I'm looking for entries now, man. I'm looking for entries now. Potentially some sells here. If it closed bearish, I'd be looking for some sells like this. But I need to wait. I need to wait for this closure. What do I mean payouts? Prop firm payouts, mate. I've got another 2 that I can request today if I want to. Yeah, I've got another 2 to request if I want to today. It's been insane the last week. 400k added to the funding and 2 more payouts being requested. Nah. It's just good to lock in and get the payouts, you know. When you that's the key, guys. If anybody who comes to me and says, "Joe, I want to be a profitable trader," well, you need a plan. You need a strategy, okay? Without a plan or a strategy, you're not going to be getting regular payouts. Keep it simple. So many people overcomplicate it. Stop overcomplicating your trading. Another thing that you need to do. All right. I trade gold and Nasdaq, mate. I trade gold and Nasdaq. When can you take a payout with top 1? So the first payout's at 6%, the second payout's at 5%, and I've just reached another 4% today. Well, the other day. So, yeah. So the first 6%, second payout's 5%, third payout is 4%. So yeah. I just hit 4%, so I can take another payout. Kelton, come on, bro. It took me like 2.5 years, Kyle. But everybody's different, mate. Everybody's different. Like, the thing is as well, the the guys who join my community, it's not, you know, if they list out everything straight away in the mentorship, in the community, you already have a plan. You don't need to search for a plan. You don't need to search for concepts. You don't need to draw up a playbook. Because when you join the mentorship in the community, you already have all that. For me, it took me so long because I was searching for the best thing all the time. Okay? But you see what I do works. So you don't need to search. You just need to follow the plan. Okay? See, now you're on 4% payout. Could you take that to 6% and request? No, so the maximum you can take is 3.5k, Andy. So 3.5k is all I can take, bro. No, it's my... I think it's alright. One winning day away from your payout. Just keep doing what you've done to get to the 4 days, mate. Don't change anything. There's no need to change anything. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, Sean. NQ looking good today. Yeah, NQ's been decent for the last few weeks. I'm personally waiting for a breakout of this range on gold. I'm waiting for a breakout of this. Joe, all we have to do is follow your trades and we can all go ball it together. Nah, man. I teach people to become profitable. I don't spoon feed people. Like I say, if you want to join my mentorship, you can sign up. All my plan and all my strategies there for you to learn. It's literally step by step for you to learn. If you do want to start getting consistent payouts and results, feel free to sign up to the mentorship and you can learn literally my plan step by step. Not sure if it's me. Yeah, just come off and on the stream. It should work again, Duncan, man. Yeah, it's flying. Good stuff. If anybody took that long, based off that level, not a bad trade there. I didn't take it, but not a strong enough closure for me. Andy, nice. When did you get it? Just today? Have you just got it now? Or did you get it the other day? Yeah, guys, sorry if I miss your questions. Just put it back in the chat and I'll get back to you. Guys on YouTube, give me 30 seconds whilst I close the TikTok live. I'll be back with you in a second. Just bear with me. Right, guys, we're back. Welcome. Sorry about that. I was just closing up the TikTok live, but we're back now. Yeah, any questions, guys? If I've missed any questions, just put it back in the chat and I'll get back to you, okay? I'm not in this now. I'm waiting for a break above this level now on the 15. Yeah, I'm waiting for a break above this level on the 15. Message you on Insta, Andy. Nice. Yeah, I'll get back to you today, bro. I've been super busy with the new website, so apologies if I've been a bit quiet on DMs, guys. Apologies. How long am I trading for? Probably on for another hour or so. Yeah, I'll be on for another hour on here. And then I'll probably head over to the community in the mentorship and just trade with the guys in the mentorship. That's what I do, guys. I trade live for like an hour and a half on YouTube or TikTok, and then the rest of the live sessions in the London session or after the YouTube live, all that is in the community. So what I'm going to be looking for is buys above this level here. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for buys above this level here. I'm going to be looking for sells below here. But gold's ranging decent here, so yeah. Where would the liquidity grab be? Well, this red candle has taken liquidity of this green candle here. So you've got a liquidity grab there. That's a liquidity grab for me. So if this can close above, then I'd be happy to take buys on the next 15. If it can push. But main thing I need is a closure. Yeah, I trade gold mainly, mate. Yeah, mainly gold. I do trade Nasdaq a little bit too. But Nasdaq's pushed too much for me to even be bothered about it. You know, Nasdaq's had this huge push. I was interested in some Nas buys down here, but I didn't take them. Liquidity sweep? Yeah, that's right, mate. I always look for a liquidity grab before I enter the market. I always look to take an entry on a liquidity grab, and I trade into liquidity as well. Guys, let's smash 25 likes. We've got 70 people tuning in. Let's smash 25 likes on the stream on YouTube, guys. If you haven't already, drop a like on the live. Guys, if you're interested in the prop firm that I use, it's this one here. It's this prop firm here. The link is there. If you want to get, like, if you want to trade the account, I trade the instant account. So that's the prop firm that I use. I'm on the same page as you with gold. Yeah. I only trade gold's the cleanest for breakouts. You know, when gold breaks out, you get really clean pushes. Look at this. Look at this here. Gold broke out. Nice clean push. Gold broke out. Nice clean push. Gold broke out. Nice clean push. You get these pushes on gold. You know? You do get these clean pushes on gold when you get the breakouts. How much is the mentorship, mate? Yeah, Nathan, it's £60. If you want the mentorship, the link is there. Okay, guys. Yeah, it's £60 for a month, yeah. I go live in the mentorship in London session if the market's, you know, 95% of the time in London session, I'll go live with the guys in the mentorship. All the updates go there. The full course is there. The weekend webinars, the strategy tips and all that. Psychology, it's all there. Best stream in New York session, dude. Messer, legend, bro. You are a legend, man. I appreciate you. Good to see you back on the streams as well, man. I remember you tuning in all the way back then when I had like 10 people. Like a year and a half ago, I had like 5-10 people tuning in. Yo, Deegs, man. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How did I get into trading? I got into trading like 7 years ago. Yeah, I got into trading 7 years ago. I was on YouTube, and it was around the time I started my full-time job as an engineer. I was starting my apprenticeship, and I was like 18. No, maybe like a year into my apprenticeship, and I was on YouTube, and I saw some like a day in the life of a trader, and I just got hooked off that first day in the life video that I watched. That's literally it. I watched one day in the life of a trader, and I was hooked. I joined some mentorships, failed hard, but I never quit. I just kept going, and yeah, I'm here today. Still here today. Worth every penny, legend. Cheers, Harry, man. Yeah, the value in the community is there for sure, and it's only getting better. I'm going to Bali this Sunday. Whereabouts in Bali are you going, Messer? Yeah, what part? Are you going Canggu? Canggu? Yeah, Bali's lovely. I really like Bali. Well, when I went like a year ago, just over a year ago, year and a half ago, I went to Bali. It was nice. I hope we don't consolidate until FOMC. Yeah, we'll see, Jay. But I mean, I'm happy to buy above here. I am happy to buy above here, but you know, that range above this range, I've got like 100 ticks, which is fine. I'm happy to use small risk on these trades and try and get a push into that level above. Your viewers are really growing. Good to see. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, anybody here, guys, I appreciate you for tuning in every day. Like I say, smash a subscribe, smash a like, and feel free to tune in every day, guys. Next to Uluwatu, yeah, nice, very nice. Yeah, nice, man. I was in Canggu. I was in Canggu for like a month and a half, and then I left. To be fair, I was just so locked in on trading, and I was focusing so much on trading that I didn't really travel around Bali. Because like when I was traveling, I was just so locked in that I wasn't bothered about seeing places. I was just happy to be somewhere other than the UK. You know, like when I went traveling for like a year and a half, 2 years almost, literally just traveling and trading. Yeah, I didn't really see that many, like, I weren't going around temples and I wasn't going around beaches all day. I was just locked in, but in a nice country. They were good. At the weekends and stuff, of course, at the weekends, I went out, you know, drove around, saw new places, but like Monday to Friday, I was just locked in. Trading my sessions. But yeah, I hope you have a good time, Messa. How long are you going for? How long are you going for? Oh, Messa, so are you going traveling and trading then? Are you trading and living out there? Nice, beautiful. I might be there. I probably will be there at some point. So drop me a DM. Drop me a DM and link up and stuff, yeah. The stream is totally informative, bro. I'm from South Africa. Pleasure to have you, man. It's a pleasure to have you. Yeah, if you can take some value away, good stuff, guys. Any questions as well, stick them in the chat. I'll get back to you. You ever consider moving out permanently? Yeah, I moved out permanently for like 2 years almost. Yeah. I've come back to the UK for like 5 to 6 months just to see family, you know, have a bit of a base, you know, get an office, have a base for like 6 months, lock in, and then I'll be leaving in the new year probably. Yeah, I'll be leaving in the new year again. But do you know what the main thing is, guys? The main thing is the freedom that trading gives you. If I want to come back to the UK for 6 months, I can do. But I've also got the option to leave when I want. Okay? I've also got that option. You know, not you know, if you're working a 9 to 5, which I hated when I was working my 9 to 5, I had to ask for a 2-week holiday Okay. I got 4 weeks a year. I used to have to ask for a 2-week holiday. If I really want to, I can literally just go to Terminal 1 in Manchester and leave tomorrow because I've got that freedom. And that's why I started trading in the first place. Literally why I started trading in the first place. Yeah, the money's good. Don't get me wrong, the money is good. But freedom comes with making that money when you can make it anytime, anywhere. I'm in Spain, never been to Bali. Yeah, you need to check Bali out. Bali's nice. Bali, Thailand, Vietnam. Vietnam's probably one of my favorites. Thailand's one of my favorites. Bali's nice. Bali's one of my favorites, to be fair. They're all good. They've all got their own pros and cons. Do you just trade off your laptop when traveling? Yeah, that's right, Andy. I'm gonna get a proper setup though for next time I go traveling. So like a flat sort of like screen, something similar to a monitor. Yeah, something similar to a monitor. It's gonna be like it's like a dual screen that opens. I'm not just gonna have my laptop like last time. I'm gonna have like 3 screens, but it's gonna be like flat pack kind of thing. Yeah, that's the have you ever considered moving to? Yeah, man, I have, mate. I have, man. Yeah, I've definitely thought about it, but not just yet. Probably in the near future. L7, and that is exactly my mindset. I used to make 2,000 a month in my job. That's how much I made. 3 years ago when I was working a 9 to 5, I literally made 2,000. I don't know what people make now. I don't know what the wages are like since 3 years ago. They probably haven't changed too much. I'm guessing they haven't changed too much. But yeah, I used to make like 2k in my hand. I used to get 2k in my hand after taxes and stuff. I would literally rather make that the same amount as I used to make, like 2 to 3k, whatever it were. Just being free, having that freedom. You know, for me, freedom is the biggest asset. Freedom is the biggest asset. Like 4k a month. If someone said to me, okay, Joe, 4k a month and you got to stay in a dirty factory 40 hours a week, or 2k and you can live wherever you want, whenever you want, give me the 2k any day. Give me the screen any day. Give me the 2k any day. I'm reading comments whilst I'm answering comments. It's hard. Right, let's see how this 15 closes. 15's closing in 10 minutes here anyway. It'd be the 30 closure as well. Potential buys on this next 15 close. I'd be looking for buys into like this structure here. And then into these highs up here. I'm going to go and get some water, guys, in a second. I'm going to get some water in a sec, guys. You've got to bear with me. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm getting some water, okay? Back in 2 minutes. But yeah, I'm looking for these longs. I'm not in this yet. Move this out of the way. People get confused. Yeah, back in 2. All right. Right, let's look at these questions, guys. Guys, that's the thing as well. You can have that freedom. That's why that is the main reason. That is the main reason why I started trading in the first place. It wasn't, the money's good now because with time and scale, money just comes, the more money comes naturally, okay? As you scale your account, that money just comes naturally, okay? And that was the main reason I started trading in the first place, for the freedom. The money's good. It was never always about making the most money in the world. In the beginning, it was about, making as much as I did in my 9 to 5. Okay. And yeah, do I make more than that now? Of course I do. But that comes with time and scale. In the beginning, when I first started getting profitable, I was probably just making the same as I did in my 9 to 5, but I had freedom. I was making 2 to 3K a month, but I had the freedom to live where I wanted, to travel, not to clock in and out for somebody else. What I'm trying to say is, if you're trying to become a full-time trader, don't focus on 15K months straight away. For me personally, I just focused on, okay, let me get out of my 9 to 5, let me make what I do in my 9 to 5, and then I can scale it. And with time, with time and scale, the more money just comes naturally, all right? You're looking for price to close above/below the range? Yes, that's right, mate. So if I get a closure above, I'm happy to take buys. If I close below the range, I'm happy to take sells. If this candle rejects and closes bearish, I'll take half risk sells too. Oh no, my first payout was on Forex, mate. I think it was like $1,100, and then I got like a bit of a decent payout, like 4K. I've still got the payout screenshotted. I put it in the free Telegram a few times. It was like $4,400. So basically, for me, guys, I always had the dream to go trading in Thailand and quit my job and just, make enough money to travel. And, I was working a 9 to 5 and I just started seeing some consistency. And I got like $1,000 payout. And then like maybe like an $800 payout. And then I got like a $4,000 payout or something. And then I just quit my job, booked a one-way ticket. And then I just got like little payouts whilst I was traveling. And I didn't have, I was living off payouts. And I had freedom. So that's what I did. Traded personal as well. Made a few gains on personal. Yeah, Project X, mate. Yeah, I'm using Project X. Yeah, this is what I do use my analysis on. Use for my analysis. Get screen extenders. Will have 3 screens on your laptop. Really? Nice. Yeah, good idea. I like that. I'll have a look into it. I have a trainee contract for next September for a lawyer. I'm praying I become profitable. I mean, I always said to myself, I always said, like, if I don't make it in trading, so what? Like, so what? Like, I can just go back to a rubbish 9 to 5 job and do what I was, and be in literally the same position. Guys, I left the UK for almost 2 years. I came back and everybody's still in the same position. Nothing changes. You think that you're going to be so far behind if you go full time, or you're going to be so far behind if you don't take the leap into doing something. You're not. You're going to be in the same position as you are now, and you're going to be in the same position as everybody else. Okay? Literally, you're just going to be in the same position as everybody else. Like, you'd think that people would be, like, buying houses and, like, upping the life, but nothing changes, mate. 9 to 5 jobs keep you in the same position forever. It's as simple as that. I don't care what you say. You think people are going to be so far ahead of you, but they're not. They're still living in the same place. They're still driving the same cars. Like, just take, you know, just, I understood that. I just took a risk and I went for it. But it's how you look at it. It depends what you want to do with your trading. You know, if you want to just like have it on the side and you make more money as well as your job, that's perfect as well. That's perfect as well. Everybody's got different whys, you know? Everyone's got different whys. Very inspiring, yeah, Naz. That's why I show it. That's why I show everything. I tried to stay transparent because I didn't, you know, when I was learning to trade, I didn't really have that transparency. I was learning off people who wasn't showing me results. And that's probably what put me into a, you know, put me on a losing streak for so long. I was literally learning off people who didn't trade live, they didn't show payouts, they didn't show results. And what I show people and what I teach people works for me, and you can see it works for me. So if you put the work in, it's likely to work for you too. All right? It's likely to work for you too. You know, you got a lot of people on TikTok nowadays who just make videos saying this and that, and people believe them. But they don't trade live. They literally never show any sort of gains or payouts or anything. And it's not right. You know, if people want to learn from me, I'm going to show them what I do works. As simple as that. And you can see, like, just look at the last 3 to 4 months. Like, almost 25 to 30k in payouts, probably. I'm looking at those screen extenders. Yeah, I'll look at them as well. I actually haven't seen them. I'm looking at what confirmation are you waiting for buys? It depends. If it closes above, I'll be looking for little cheeky buys into these highs. I'm on my other screen here, guys. It weren't connecting. So, unfortunately, you won't be able to see my execution, but you'll be able to see the markup on here. Look at that instant push down. Instant push down here. Yeah, decent close above, but I can't enter so quickly. You know, it's only like 15 seconds into the candle. I'm letting this candle form a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to get ready to put a buy stop in here on gold. I think it could pop. Let me get my buy stop ready. Where are we on? Yeah, right, guys. I've got a buy stop here on gold. I'm gonna get a buy stop here. So this is a buy stop. If I can log into my alpha, I'll show you where my buy stop is. One sec. But yeah, I've got a buy stop in here. I'm only using small risk on this. I am only using small risk on this. Target, yeah, I'm gonna be looking to target some ranges above. This is a buy stop, by the way. I'm not in this until it flips. Just so you're all, mate, if you're all aware. Just put buys on flips. If this continues to push down anymore, I'm going to cancel it, though. If it pushes down anymore. I've only got, like, half risk on it because it's, like, quite a big stop. Kind of at another level, kind of, but I think these targets are clean up here to take out this sort of range up here. Very, very big. How big is that stop loss now? 85 tick stop loss now. It's getting cancelled immediately. Yeah. Yeah, stop's too big. I've just cancelled it as well. Just cancelled it now, guys. I didn't realise. I thought it were like 50 ticks when it was initially in. It's like over 80 ticks now. Yeah, it's massive. Stopped out? Why? Duncan, why? Why are you entering so quickly, guys? Just stay patient and wait. Like, look at the candle. It's not even flipped. Like, you know, this is where the buy stop went in here. It's nowhere near flipped. It's nowhere near flipped. Like, look at the candle. It's like nowhere near flipped. Yeah, stop loss is too big. I've just cancelled it as well. It's valid trade, but not a valid flip entry, so there's no trade. Can you see? If you've entered too early, you need to stay patient. You're getting faked out. Give the candle a couple of minutes. You know? So look at this. The candle here, the entry candle, didn't flip. The next candle after that minute that we need to wait came nowhere near. So you shouldn't have entered on the first minute. Came like 20 ticks away. But yeah, I'm not taking this. Too big. Yeah, the buy stop always will save you. If you give it like 1 to 2 minutes before you put the order in, it's going to save you. Because, you know, if you enter at market, okay, let's just say this candle closed above. And anybody who trades breakouts and market executes breakouts, well, look what's happened to them. They've market executed a breakout for buys, stops below looking for this play higher, and look what the market does. It fakes out of the level and comes and pushes into the stop loss. The reason I prevent, okay, the reason I prevent these fake outs is waiting. Let me show you. Okay, the way I prevent these fake outs is waiting for the new candle, okay, to push up and down for like a minute or two, and then I'll wait for the flip. If there's no flip, there's no entry. And this candle just instantly pushed down and didn't flip up. So my buy stop was on this high as it created the bottom wick. This candle hasn't flipped and pushed bullish, so there's no entry for me. I prevent the fake out, okay? That's the difference, okay? But Duncan, they're not valid entries, okay? You can say, you know, oh, I took a trade, but it's not a valid trade to take a long. Was the idea valid? Yes, it was. Was the entry valid? No, it wasn't. So can you see this candle here? This candle here would have initially pushed down, pushed up, pushed down, made a wick. As it pushed down, I put my buy stop in on the high of this red candle. So I don't get tagged in. I got a buy stop in at the high of this red candle. So I don't get tagged into the trade until this flips. We can see that this has actually pushed down over 100 ticks. So I just cancel my order. Anybody who market executed has been liquidated. But I don't get tagged into this trade because it hasn't flipped bullish when I needed it to. No trade for me. And just wait for the next valid entry now. Exactly, Kyle. Yeah, I'm very big on not trading market executions. Yeah, very. I don't trade market execution. I only trade with buy stops and sell stops. I always wait that new candle for a minute. Always give it a minute to form. One sec, guys. Let me... Why does it help, Joe? In your back testing, is it... Yeah, exactly, Sean. So if if you see a bottom wick and if that flips, it's likely to continue pushing bullish. It just prevents fake outs. Look at this. It's faking out. Being patient and waiting for the candle to give a valid entry is what prevents fake outs, okay? If I didn't wait 1 to 2 minutes and I just market executed and I didn't wait for the flip entry, I'd have also been faked out of this. But I prevent the fake out. I'm not 5 minutes delayed on YouTube, mate. I'm 20 seconds delayed on YouTube, man. Come on. Look at the time here. It's like 20 seconds delayed. But yeah, good stuff there. Good stuff. Happy to prevent that. Mm. 5 minute delayed. Move range to 32s? Potentially, yeah, good idea, man. I'm waiting for the closure and then I'll move it to 32s. Because there's some resistance here too. Look, resistance. Yeah, if this 15 closes in 5 minutes like this, I'll move the range to this. Yeah, exactly. It's key that the concepts work out and play out. They all work together. That's the reason the concepts work together. That's the key. The key is playing with the letting the concepts work together. They do. They work out. They work well so together. Should I get another account? If you're ready for another account and you feel confident, then yeah. It depends if you're ready or if you're confident for another account. If you know the plan and the strategy, I would say I would personally be looking to do it. But you need to be ready. You need to be ready. Ali, welcome, man. Good to see you. Joe, do you ever have your favorite session and days to trade where you know your higher win rate? No, Ali. Over time, you can probably find out your best days, but that's just like, you need to just let the probabilities play out. For me personally, I don't look at best days and cancel out days where I'm not too profitable. I let the probabilities play out of every day. Yeah, Kev, probably. Probably. Yeah, probably 5 minutes behind and not refreshed it. Yo, Saf, man. Good to see you. How are you doing? Let's have a... I don't feel confident. I don't feel confident my balance is reducing on that one I have. You need... The main thing, Duncan, is to be trading the plan correctly. Because when you trade the plan correctly, that's when you get the payouts, okay? That's when you start seeing the consistency in the results. So, you know, you can say, I'm following the plan, but then you can also look at your journal and say, right, this wasn't valid. This entry, I didn't wait. This entry, I just market executed. Then you're not following the plan. Okay? Let's have a walk. Yeah. It's got to wait for 30 minutes now. Just ranging after this big push down. Pity it didn't take the highs and it flipped, yeah. Just alter my range a little bit here, though. Just altered this range a little bit. What's your dream car? I don't know what my dream car is, to be honest, man. I'm not really into cars too much, but I like Porsches, to be honest with you. Porsche. Either like Porsche or a Lambo or something. Something like that. But I'm not guys, I'm not into cars. Like, I'd rather just like travel and see the world and stuff and have money to utilize freedom to be as free as possible. Like, yeah. Even if I had, you know, money to buy cars on cars on cars, would I buy loads? Probably not. I'll probably get a couple of nice, decent cars, but that's it. Yeah, it's not really my motivation of cars, stuff like that. Traveling and freedom is. I don't know about everybody else, but it is for me. Like, people are into the cars and stuff, and that's fine. Do you like motorbikes? No, I've got. I have never drove. I drove a motorbike in Bali and Thailand. That's it. Yeah, Bali and Thailand. I'm a motorbike guy, but not in the UK. Not in the UK. I'm not. It's me, Abdul. Oh, again, nice. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Like the new Mercedes E-Class, but 70, 80k for a Merc is insane. Do you think? Do you think? George, you take trade? No, not just yet, mate. Probably nicked in the UK anyway. Yeah. You get something new and just somebody else wants it. That's the problem, isn't it? Like, you get something and just somebody's either like really jealous or just wants it themselves, and it's like, they just nick it. Same with everything that you build and everything that you get. There's always somebody who wants to take it. Yo, guys, 30 likes. I've just seen it. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Your patience is commendable. Yeah, appreciate it, man. You gotta be patient. If you're not, guys, something that every single profitable trader has in common is patience. So when somebody says to me, Joe, you've got so much patience. Yes, I do. I know I do, because I need that patience. I need to be patient. If I want to be a profitable trader, I know that I need to stay patient and wait for my plan to set up. In ranges like this, when price is literally bullish and bearish every other candle and super wicky and super choppy, I need patience. If I'm not patient, I know that I'm not going to be able to get consistent results, because if I'm not patient and I'm trying to trade within here, I know that I'm not trading to my plan. So the main thing for me is to stay patient and just wait for the setups to come, to set up to the plan. Simple as that. And if no setups present themselves, I'll stay as patient as possible until they do. And I'm not taking anything until I see the valid entries. I'm literally not taking anything until I see I'm not taking anything until I see a valid entry. My dad bought a crashed X race bike. He's done it up. He just lives in the front room. Everybody who comes over, I built that. I restored this. Can you see this bike? I restored it. Definitely what he does. See this bike here? I did that. Am I going to trade news in 10 minutes? There's no high impact news, mate. So I'll trade. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to stay on for the hourly closure. I want to see how the hourly closes. If there's nothing on the hourly closure, I'll just update and then head off. Come back tomorrow. You gonna remember me when you blow? Of course, I remember everybody. Guys, I remember people, when people tune in, like, when I first started streaming, I had about 3 people watching me, 2 people watching me. Like, on TikTok, I get, like, on average, like, 150 people watching. Like, YouTube's, like, 50 to 60 now. And I still remember the people, like, who were tuning in when I had, like, 3 people. I still remember everybody, of course. And it's gone up, like, quite a lot since then. Yo, Elbro, just bought the course. I'm in this now. 60 for 60G. Go Team Joe, legend Elbro. Oi, how did you like the process to get in, bro? I've just updated it all. Have you joined the community now? Yeah, welcome to the community, bro. How did you like the easy? Yeah, perfect. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted, man. So basically, before I had to invite everybody in like through email. Now it's all done. Like you join and you've got the full course on my website as well. So you can see my full course on my website in the dashboard. So you can go through it in order now, man. You can go through it in order. But yeah, welcome to the community, man. And any questions, feel free to drop me a message on there. I'm buying Monday, new month, new start to it. Yeah, let's go, Sean. Let's crush it, man. Let's crush it. Yeah, as well, guys, anybody in the mentorship, just go onto Discord. You'll see my name. You will see my name. Joe. Just add me on there, or I'll add you after the stream. And just feel free at any time. Message me in the comments. Okay, message me in the chats. Message me privately. Ask me questions. I love it when people ask me questions because I know they want to learn. Okay? When people are asking questions, it means that they want to learn. Okay, you don't have to. You can be quiet. You can chill out and just learn from the side. That's absolutely fine. But if you want to ask questions, just feel free to ask. Okay? Absolutely fine. Welcome out, bro. It's a fantastic community to be a part of. Yeah, Andy, let's crush it, man. On top. Crushing it, bro. Crushing it. But yeah, welcome. Hey, got an email, then just picked a password, then you're in. Very simple and easy. Perfect. Yeah, mate, I literally spent Saturday and Sunday, 12 hours Saturday, 12 hours Sunday, sorting all that out. So it was as simple as possible for anybody signing up. That's exactly what I wanted. It was a bit of a nightmare, but it's easy. It's easier now. So gold has just taken these highs out here. I'm going to see how this hourly closes, guys, and go from there, okay? I'm going to see how the hourly closes. Yeah, let's see how we close here. I think we can push. There's range up here to trade into. There's range up here to trade into. Are we going to push here? 30's closing kind of bullish as well. Such a boring day on gold today. Such a boring day on gold today, guys. I tell you what, last week was insane. I think it was like an 8k week for me last week. But this week's been a bit boring. So far, anyway. All good, though. All good. Is clear downside why looking for sell? I wouldn't look for sells until, I rejected this level for half for sells or I sell below this level here. Can you see how gold's breaking above this level now? That's telling me that we're likely to fill the range to the upside or the liquidity to the upside. So I'm not going to look for sells until the market tells me to, okay? So that is either if it rejects this level and closes bearish for sells, or it closes below this level for sells. like I say, I like to trade with momentum. I like to keep it simple and trade with momentum. For buy, is it clear downside while you're looking for sell? Yeah, I'm looking for buys, yeah, if I close above here. Sean, potential half risk? No, there's no potential half risk here. There's no bearish closure, so I can't take half risk. Like, the only, like, half risk is valid for me when I see a bearish closure like this. Or a bearish closure like this for sells. Like, this for me is a beautiful half risk entry. Got up, tagged the highs, closed bearish. Pushing down, look at that. That's a trade I'd take time and time again. But this could push, this could have a quick spike higher. I mean, if this 15 closes, I'd be looking for this to continue pushing here, guys. But it's if I'm going to get an entry or not. Something like that. Exactly, mate. And that's what's going to make you a profitable trader, is understanding that there's not much happening, understanding there's not much to the plan that's showing, but I need to stay patient, okay? But I have to stay patient. I'm waiting for this 30 closure. I might take some buys on the next 30. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this 30 to close. Maybe take some buys. Yeah, hourly's closing here too, guys. Hourly and 30's closing. 4 hours just instantly pushed up. It could have a decent push up here on gold. Oh, look at that. Instantly up that new candle. Yeah, we're looking for these buys here, but this new candle's just instantly pushed up without me. Yeah, we're looking for buys on this next 30, but that new candle's just instantly pushed up like 30 ticks in like a second. Oh, it's annoying. It is annoying. I really wanted that entry. I really wanted that entry. Because I think this range up here is likely to come and get filled up here. These highs and this sort of range. But it's one of them. I mean, can I take a trade and market execute up here? Not a chance. I need to get in on a flip of the candle. Or I need to get in for, need it to pull back and then flip and I can get in. Into a 15-minute level. Yeah, we're coming into a bit of a level here on the 15 as well. But I probably would have managed it by now at this level. If I were in this trade on the flip, I would have probably just gone break even or reduce risk and see if it wants to push. But it's annoying. It's annoying, but it is what it is. I can't show emotion to it. Just got to carry on sticking to the plan. But yeah, there is a bit of structure here. I mean, it would have been nice to be in, but I can't. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, like, can't do anything. Yeah, it's one of them, Charlie, bro. One of them. Are you going to let it bother you? Or are you going to start, are you going to let it bother you and start revenge trading? Getting bored and just randomly taking positions? Or are you going to wait for your next valid entry? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for my next valid entry. Simple as that. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? But can't mark execute on it. You motivate us, Joe. Yeah, for sure, man. You got to stick to the plan. It's as simple as that. You got to stick to the plan, and I can't take a trade that instantly pushes up. It's one of them. So, guys, what I am going to say is I'm going to continue to look for longs into these highs here. So if it can give me some confirmation, I'll take some confirmation. But I'm going to head off and go and trade with the guys in the mentorship now, okay? Silly gold. No need to revenge trade. Yeah, Phil. No need to revenge it, bro. Logic behind the trade is that we just broke above the range. If I break above, I look to trade into my targets, which are up here. So I was looking for buys and I couldn't take them. But I'm gonna be looking for confirmation or maybe another entry into them longs. Into them areas. But, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. I've been on for almost 2 hours now, so peace out. Anyone in the mentorship, I'll update you on gold now. If you're not in the mentorship, feel free to sign up on the website, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye. Much love. Trade safe. Don't revenge trade. Don't do anything that you'll regret. Stick to your plan. Bye-bye. Peace out. See you tomorrow.